Hello everyone, I'm here in South Carolina for a conscious festival called Emergence, and I decided to record a video on my next episode on how to create intentional water and the benefits of intentional water. And I know you can probably hear it in the background, the stream that's actually flowing through. In this video, I'd like for you to pause it for a moment and get yourself a cup of water so that we can proceed with creating an intention for it. So now, I'm going to be talking a little bit about what is intentional water and the scientific study that was shown by Dr. Emoto. And his study showed that when you apply intention into water, you change the molecular structure of it. So there was two vessels of water that he had, and one that was labeled love and gratitude, and another one that was labeled hate. When he sent the emotions of love and gratitude to that container, and he took a photo of it, the photo under a microscope looked like very beautiful patterns, and it was very symmetrical. And then when he did the one for hate, it was very distorted and very chaotic. So that was just simply by speaking certain phrases. Also, he had a label on the water itself. Why would this be pertinent to your reality creation? Well, when you think about it, you are 70 to 80% water. There's water flowing in through you at all times. And if you take the time to say things to water, and let's just take it to the physical stuff for a moment. The different things that you tell yourself in your head: I'm not good enough, I'm not worthy for this, I'm not appreciated, I'm not valued, I'm not this, I'm not that. Because you're speaking those into existence. And even if you don't speak it verbally, you're speaking it in your head. You're creating vibration. Your thoughts are a vibration. They're thought forms. So understand that anything that you say about yourself and that you believe, you're solidifying the belief within the water in your body. I want you to also, if you are the type of person that likes to research things, go on Google and type in saving movies to a water droplet. They were able to save, I think it was about 100 different movies on a single droplet of water. Water is actually a liquid crystal. So I'm going to do my best to keep this video a little short, but just understand that the things that you say to yourself, you're solidifying the belief within yourself. So this is why affirmations, mantras are very powerful for solidifying beliefs within yourself. So maybe taking 5 minutes a day and looking at yourself in the mirror and stating, I love you, I see you, I acknowledge you. You are appreciated. You are loved. You are valued. When you take that time, and if you say it in a way that you truly feel it within yourself, you may feel tingling sensations, or the hairs on your skin start to rise. So understand that when you speak certain phrases to yourself, you are solidifying the belief. And say it in different tones. So maybe say it with an angry voice, maybe say it with a determined voice. So play with it until you find that way of saying a certain affirmation, like I am this or I am that, until you really feel it. Because you will, if you do it a couple times, you'll find that resonance that suits your particular essence, your particular vibration. So I want to teach you a very simple way to program water. Now this is very different from structuring water, so please don't confuse the two. Intentional water is simply placing your intention, setting a certain vibration of what you want that water to do for you. So that when you drink it, you're bringing that vibration, you're bringing that numerical value of what that intention represents, because water is a medium, and you're bringing it into your vessel so that that water can now vibrate within the body, thus creating that place of resonance within the body to solidify the belief, replacing the old water that's in your body that had the old belief. Okay? So what structured water is taking water that comes from the tap and making it structurally similar to how when it flows down a river. Because there's a documentary that I highly recommend you check out. It's on Gaia, and it's called Secrets of Water. Check that documentary out. But very briefly, before we get into the meditation part, our municipal system, our water supply, it flows through copper pipings, but they flow through right angle pipings. And because water has memory, water has a sense of consciousness. It remembers everything that goes around it in its environment. So because it's hitting these right angles, it's as if it's creating a sense of trauma every single time it hits one. So to structure water, you're bringing it back to its intrinsic form of how water was before we started contaminating our waters, before we started to add fluoride to our water, different chemicals to our water. It brings it back to that original essence of when it flows down the river, when it flows down the stream, and all the different memories and all the different patterns that it takes, because it zigzags, it forms. There's actually no right angles in this reality aside from the creation ones. So if you want to also study a little bit about structured water, but I am going to go make a separate video about how to create structured water, but this video is specifically for how to set intentions into your water and make it a daily practice. An awesome practice to do this in is when you first wake up, get this cup of water and set the intention of how you want your day to flow. Maybe you say to the water, I want to experience more abundance in my life. I want to experience more love in my life. I want to appreciate more of who I am. So to do so, I want you to go ahead and take your cup of water. Okay? Begin to place the left hand below the cup and the right hand above the cup. And as you do that, set it in the lap, in between your legs. And then begin to go ahead and close the eyes down. Beginning to take a deep inhale in through the nose. Exhaling out the mouth. Grounding yourself into this present moment. Another deep inhale in through the nose. Exhaling out the mouth. This last deep inhale, you're going to hold for 10 seconds. Deep inhale in. And hold that breath. Noticing what you hear. Listening to the stream. Exhaling out the mouth. Breathing normally. Letting go of the day. There's no place else you have to be. If the mind wanders, simply bring it back. And you're going to begin to place your focus and attention where the brain is. All of your awareness goes there. So any moments that you have of certain noises that are in your room or in your house, wherever you're listening to this, bring your attention back to where the brain is located. And as your focus is there, I want you to do your best to use your imagination, your God gift that you're given, the tool of creation, and begin to visualize a beautiful white ball of light where the brain is, the size of a golf ball. What you're creating right now is called a thought form, or a chi ball. Right now, this thought form doesn't have any intention placed or any specific programming. But every inhale you take, visualizing that ball of light expand a little bit and contract back to its original size. Once you have done your best to visualize it where the brain is, I want you now to think of an intention that you want to set. So to do so, you choose the intention. Say, for example, you want to make $500. Or you want to meet someone new. Or you want someone to buy you lunch. Place yourself in the reality of it already occurring. Begin to visualize yourself being in that moment. Noticing what it feels like for that moment to appear. The sense of smile and wonder appearing on the face. Because you knew prior to that moment, you had set the intention for it to manifest. Noticing what emotions you're going through. What does the environment look like in which you're experiencing this? What does it smell like? What does it sound like? And automatically, as you're putting your awareness in that reality of it already occurring, that thought form is taking note. It is being programmed for the intention, automatically. Once you've felt a certain emotion from the visualization, maybe it be happiness, accomplishment, appreciation, the thought form is programmed. All it requires is that sense of emotion. Because the intention is programmed within the emotion as you visualize it. Begin to place your focus and awareness now back at the ball of light. Once more, as you inhale, visualizing it expand. As you exhale, visualizing it contract. Knowing that this ball of light is now programmed with that intention that you have set. Essentially condensing that quantum realm into that ball of light. Now it requires a medium, the water that you're holding. So begin in your mind to visualize that ball of light moving down the neck and following it with your awareness. Once more, if your mind lingers, if your mind wanders, bring it back to the ball of light. That is your focal point. Feeling it moving down the neck. Pausing at the center of the chest where the heart is beating. What does it feel like? What does that ball of light feel like being in the chest and pausing there for a moment? Once you've taken that moment, begin to visualize that ball of light now move through the left shoulder. Seeing it move down the upper arm. Following it down the lower arm. Until that ball of light is now sitting in the palm of your left hand. Emanating, glowing, pulsing with the intention, the frequency wave, the number, sequence that represents the intention. And begin to visualize that ball of light now move in and merge out of the body and into the cup. Utilizing that water as the medium to bring it into this realm, the portal. As you visualize that ball of light in the cup of water, begin to see it completely dissolve into the water. Once you feel that moment is done, take a deep inhale into the nose to ground this in. Exhaling out the mouth. Breathing normally. When you're ready, slowly opening the eyes, taking your right hand off of the top of the cup and looking down, placing the right hand underneath the left hand, looking down to the water. And in this moment, acknowledging what you're holding, the element of water. This element teaches us how to flow effortlessly, how to feel our emotions fluidly, without restraint, to know that we are always safe in the container that we are in. As you continue to look into the water, speaking these words out loud, because your words contain vibration. You can also visualize it and think it if you want to, but they're much more powerful when you speak them into existence. Because when you spell, you're casting a spell. So the words are very simple. The words are, I love you, water. Thank you, water. And you don't have to repeat the next portion, but those are the two phrases to say to give appreciation to this water, to love this aspect of yourself, realizing that this is just a portion of who you are. You are that 70 to 80% water flowing through your body. Always programming yourself throughout the day what it is that you want to experience. So being mindful of what it is that you say to yourself, how you speak to yourself, how you treat yourself, how you allow others to treat you. Once you're ready, beginning to grab the cup, bringing it and beginning to drink the cup of water. As you have the eyes closed, noticing what you feel as it flows down the throat, as it flows down the chest and into the stomach, following it with your awareness, knowing that what you're doing is you're bringing in the vibration of the intention into your vessel, so that now your vessel can vibrate and emanate at that frequency. And you are not attracting what it is that you want to create. You're revealing what it is that you wanted to create. Because it's already there. You just have to match the frequency and the vibration of it. It's not the law of attraction. It's the law of vibration. Match the vibration that you want to be in. And you'll reveal it for yourself. It'll appear as if magic. Sit with that moment for a few moments. Notice what you feel. Maybe even scan the body. Once you feel that all the water is within the body, take another deep inhale in to ground this in. Deep inhale through the nose. Exhaling out the mouth. Deep inhale in. Exhaling out the mouth. Last deep inhale, holding for 10 seconds. Deep inhale in. Hold that breath. Notice the sounds that you're hearing in your environment. Being present with what is going on in your space. Exhaling slowly out the mouth.